Ms. Jackson inspired not only our students, but our teachers who left craving more, wanting more, and being able to do more.
Our words are like seeds, okay? When we speak, these seeds go into a garden. The garden lives within our hearts and within our minds. So as you speak, if you speak positively, those seeds go up and they plant beautiful roses, fruit, vegetables, life. But just the same, if you speak negatively, those seeds go out and they plant these pesky weeds. Now, here's the thing about weeds. Weeds can coexist at the same time with flowers. But what ends up happening is those nutrients that are down low, those weeds will go into the soil, the root, and they'll fight the flowers, those roots in the flower, to see if it can take the nutrients to stay alive. And then she went over to high school. In high school, she was very, very popular. I'm talking real popular, okay? She played basketball, made the varsity team her freshman year. She played overseas in Europe, in France, and England, was an all-star athlete, okay? She loved her friends, she sang, she played the saxophone, and all the while she had these weeds and these doubts and these loud voices letting her know you are still unloved. You are still unwanted. It doesn't matter what you do or how good you are. You were never meant to be here. She continued through life. In high school, she went to math class one day. Her teacher asked her a question. Megan, your last name's Carradine, right? I said, yeah. I said, I had your brother in my class last year. He's really good at math. I said, okay. He said, well, I guess you don't take after him, huh? Because you're not good at all. He planted more seeds that turned to weeds. At this point, those seeds have choked out the flowers that lived in this garden. So those feelings of rejection, doubt, unbelief have now grown into, I'm plain stupid. One day she meets an older lady on the campus. This older lady, her name is Celeste, and she says, tell me something good about yourself. Megan looked and said, well, I mean, I'm kind of cute. I can sing a little bit, and I'm kind of good at basketball. She said, okay. And she walked off. She ran into her about a week later, and she said, tell me something good about yourself or something you do well. I looked perplexed and said, okay, we just had this conversation. I am kind of good at singing. I look all right. She said, okay. A few months went by and I didn't see her. All of a sudden, I saw her again. And guess what? She asked me the same question. But this time, before I could answer, she stopped me and said, don't say anything negative. It made me pause. I stumbled over my words. Why? Because everything in my garden was negative. Every single word, every single thought was negative, because that's what I allowed to be planted inside of me. And so she said, how about this? I am going to teach you how to uproot those negative thoughts, those negative words, those negative seeds, and we are going to plant positive seeds that give life and nutrients so that you can have the beautiful flower that every single individual deserves. I said, okay. And I am going to share that with his revive. And we are to act just as the sun. We are to get up in the morning and revive the garden within. How do we do that? You are really smart. Anything that comes at you today, you will handle. Not only will you handle it, you will conquer it. Why? Because you're more than a conqueror. Easily. That is how you start to revive yourself in the morning. The next R she gave was the word reject. You are to reject any and everything that is not positive into your garden. So, for instance, if someone says a word that does not agree with positivity that might land into your garden, you are going to put up a shield. I like that better. You're going to put up an X. That does not belong in my garden. That goes for thoughts. That goes for words. That goes for other people's words. You have the power to say no. You've got to do something else once you reject it. You've got to replace. You must replace whatever negative seed that tried to crawl into your garden with something else. Why? Because sometimes seeds end up filtering into the garden anyway. We are going to replace it with something positive. Every time a farmer goes out and he sows his seeds into his field, he puts up a scarecrow. And that scarecrow is there to make sure that the birds and the crows don't come and eat the fruit and eat the flowers and tear up what he worked so hard to put up. That is literally what we're doing every single day. When we revive, we reject, and we replace. Replenish. Say replenish. You want to make sure that you replenish not only yourself, but those around you. See that my friend is feeling down today? I'm going to go give a word of encouragement. I love your hair. I think you're really smart. I love your headband. It's looking real good. I love your braids. I need to redo mine. I want mine just like that. This is how you pour into one another. It takes nothing to replenish the garden within. And just because I love bonuses, I'm going to give you a bonus. This is the one that I added myself. It is repeat. It's part of the subconscious mind. You already know what to do. When you get up to brush your teeth, do you say to yourself, okay, grab the toothbrush, put the toothpaste on, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. No. Why? Because it's a part of your subconscious mind. We want to have the 4 R's be a part of our subconscious mind. How do you do that? Repetition. You do it every single day. Your gifts and talents will make room for you. Everywhere you step will prosper. I started to do it early because I understood how impactful it was to begin to sow these positive seeds early. And so check this. We did it over and over. And this is how it started. I am strong. I am courageous.
Say, I am not afraid. Say, I can do anything. Good job. Yay.
He's 4 years old. He can't read. He's got the card, but y'all, he cannot read. He has already memorized that he is strong, that he is courageous, that he is not afraid, but he can in fact do anything. And check this. Just last week, I was downstairs. I look over and Ellis is trying to grab these weights. And I go over to him and I say, hey, do not pick up those weights. They are way too heavy for you. And guess what he told me? I am strong. I am courageous. I'm not afraid. I can do anything. And though he should not pick up those weights, it told me that the seeds that we were planting and that he was planting was beginning to flourish into beautiful flowers. So y'all, guess what? This little girl grew up to be an award-winning author. She grew up to be a public speaker. She writes children's books for a living. She goes out and shares the power of words, the power of thought with other children. She literally went to college, not just once, not just twice, but 3 times. 3 times this girl that once thought she was stupid graduated from college 3 times. She has a beautiful garden. Everyone around her has a beautiful garden. Why? Because she replenishes, and they replenish and refresh me as well. And that is the power of the 4 R's. So I want to be the first to pour into your garden. So I need you to say this loud and strong, and I need you to believe it. And what the process is, this is going to ensure any negative weeds that are inside of your garden, they're going to slowly be plucked up. Do you believe it? All right, let's do it. Say, I speak positively.
I speak positively.
I can do it.
I can do it.
I can do it.
I can do it.
I got this. I got this.
I can and I will.
Yeah, do it with an attitude. I can and I will.
I can and I will.
There you go. Can you stand up? Tell me your name. What grade you in? Okay. Jeanette, what was said to you? How you're beautiful and nice. How did that make you feel? It made her feel happy. Would you guys agree she is beautiful and nice? Absolutely. So what we just did was replenish the garden all around us. And guess what? You are smart. You are beautiful. You are capable. You are more than enough. You are conquerors. You are somebody. You are somebody. You are somebody. You are a success today. You are a success tomorrow. You are a success in the future. Every single thing you touch will prosper. Your mind is brilliant. Do you hear me? I'm not telling you something I heard. I'm telling you something I know because the Creator told me so. He told me that you're brilliant, that you're smart, that every single thing that tries to block its way in front of you, you will knock it down. Not only will you knock it down, you will conquer. Because that's who He created you to be. You get to decide today what type of garden you will cultivate. Remember, the garden is in your heart and it's in your mind. Will you plant seeds that harvest beautiful flowers and fruit? Or will you plant seeds that harvest weeds? You pesky weeds, heavy on that. So today when I leave and I hear kind words out in the world and I see beautiful flowers, I will know that it is the children in this room who started it and created a ripple effect out into the world, because that is the power that you hold. I am Megan Jackson, and I'm honored to speak with you guys today. Thank you.